live. So, you ready?
In moving furniture upstairs? What the fuck?
I mean, I can't hear it.
3, 2,
I can hear it even
1.
through these.
Welcome to the Hunters Hub. This is the video game podcast born of the Monster Hunter community. This is your host, Fortwan, joined by Sasha. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Had a nice, relaxing couple of weeks actually.
Nice.
How are you guys?
Doing good.
Thumbs
Just,
up.
when I came up north late last night after work,
Mm-hmm.
because I packed up my stuff as soon as I got off work, and then
Took off.
ended up here around like 1:30 a.m.
Ooh, that's
and
late.
then
Yeah.
started work at 7 a.m. and then finished at 5.
Oof.
So I will probably try to take a nap.
So you're putting in some overtime today. Thanks for being here, Ace.
Yeah, but then it would be nice if it was more of a holiday weekend, but I already have Mondays and Tuesdays off because of how my work schedule is.
Yeah.
Because I work 4 10s. So
It's not gonna. So this is actually the start of the summer schedule for me with the girls. So I have the girls from today until Friday, and then I don't have them again until the next Friday. But then I have them all until that next Friday. So week on, week off now, and have them for Memorial Day here. And it's going to be not much of a Memorial Day because I have to take them to soccer practice still.
What?
So yeah, don't know why they have soccer practice on Memorial Day, but I guess it's because it's their only practice day before their last game of the year, which is next Saturday. So unless they make it to tournaments, then they have more games. But CC's coach in particular made it very clear that it is highly unlikely that they are making it into the tournament schedule. So considering all of the games
Awesome.
I've been to, they have won one, tied one, and then lost the rest like today.
So they have one more game left.
Emory's might be a problem though because Emory has won every game. So don't know if they have a tournament schedule for the 6-year-olds though, the kindergarten sort of age. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. You know, they're having fun. I'm kind of used to the drive anyways, so whatever. It's not I thought it was going to be bad because it was like past their house. It's actually easier to get. It's a little bit faster to get to the soccer field than their house. It's literally the same drive. You take an exit earlier to go to their house or an exit later to go to the soccer fields. And that second exit is closer. The soccer fields are closer to that exit than they are to the first exit. So not a big deal. So tonight we are going to be doing a quiz to each other about ourselves, sort of like a newlyweds kind of game, except no one here is married to each other. We're just co-hosts.
that'd be bizarre. I don't even know how that would have happened.
I don't know. I'd have to move to Wisconsin or something.
I don't know. I heard that they're not really friendly with LGBTQ there.
No.
In certain places, yes. In certain places, no. Just like a lot of states.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if it was here in Ohio, we'd have to move to Yellow Springs. We'd be safe there. That's the hippie town here in Ohio, for sure. Also known as where Dave Chappelle lives. So,
I bet they have really good coffee there.
They probably do. I don't drink coffee, so I have no idea. But they do have. I know of 2 coffee shops there, and it's a very small town. So I know of one coffee shop here in Chillicothe that's not like a chain, like a Tim Hortons, or we have Starbucks actually, but that's only because we have Kroger. and there's Starbucks in every Kroger. But people still go to Kroger for Starbucks here. Like, there are lines through Kroger for Starbucks. Because that's our only ones. And there's like a local place called Paper City Coffee. I've gone in there a couple times because they have cane sugar Coca-Cola in a glass
That
bottle.
sounds good.
So I go in there occasionally and get that. And they're like, "Hey, do you need the bottle opened?" I was like, "Yes," because they don't twist off or anything. It's literally you got to have the bottle opener. And I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate that." And some people are like, "Why don't everyone normally has a bottle opener? Why don't you have a bottle opener?" Because I don't. This is the only thing that I've ever drank that needs a bottle opener. I don't drink beer, so. But most people have it like right on their freaking jeans. They just pop it off, and I'm like, wow. Jeez. Okay. So speaking of that, we're quizzing. Like I said, we're quizzing each other. We have 20 questions, and the way that I structured it, and I gave a little bit of a structure for you guys. I don't think you had to follow it. Definitely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys a question, and then I'm going to also say for bonus, you can give me extra information. We're not going to have to write it down or anything, but I am going to wait for you guys to both answer, I guess. I don't know. So there's the question, and then there's bonus material, like a bonus question. So I'll ask the question and also the bonus question, and you can, whatever information you get right. I'm going to keep a little score for myself. I don't think we don't need to have a big scoring system. But I'm going to keep a little bit of a score for myself for you guys, just to see which one of you two know me better. And then, yeah, I think, and I am only giving like 1 point for a question right and 1 point for a bonus right.
So my neighbor is doing fireworks right now.
Nice.
Sorry.
I mean, I'd honestly prefer that over whatever the fuck is going on upstairs.
Sorry.
Like they're the house up north, like the floors are like super creaky,
Mm-hmm.
and like the vents carry sound really well, but like not even that. I think there's a keyboard upstairs maybe because I'm just hearing all sorts of piano music. So you may have some extra work to do to
Well, I have the
control the
time.
sound.
Not like I have to take the kids back tomorrow, so I can just, while they're watching Funny or AFMAO or whatever Minecraft / whatever YouTuber, I can just sit here and edit. So we should be okay. So I guess I'll be starting us off tonight, and I'll let you guys fight on whoever's going to go next. So my 20 questions, and I'll just get started. So question number 1, how old was I when I started playing video games, and what platform? Now,
Oh my God.
And I did try to stick to information I have said on this show with both of you here. Now, I may have made a mistake here or two, but I did try to stick to that kind of information.
I mean, you definitely told us.
Wasn't it like 8 years old on the computer with like Doom or something?
No.
I swear it was something like that.
It's like I'm torn between two ages because I feel like the age you told me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Nintendo.
Okay, so Ace, what was your 8 and PC essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, so of that, Ace gets 1 point for it being PC.
Dang it.
The age was 2, and it was on the PC. So I was known for actually copying my dad's little thing and typing into DOS of how to get to games through the DOS operating system at 2. And my dad bragged about that to his coworkers and stuff, and then I ended up not really liking programming. So even though that's my profession. But he was like super proud of that when I was younger. So, all right, that's the first question. Second one, also video game related. My favorite fighting game, and the bonus is the character from that fighting game.
It's Mortal Kombat and Nighthawk.
It would be Nightwolf is his name.
There, yeah, Nightwolf.
We'll see what Ace says.
Oh, I didn't even have a guess for that. I was gonna say Mortal Kombat,
Okay.
but I had no idea on the character, so that's about
It's a great.
all I would
It's a
be able to
great
go with.
guess. It's a great
You want to
guess.
give me points?
It's a great guess because it's my second favorite game.
Ah,
And I love Mortal Kombat. Don't get me wrong. It's actually Primal Rage. I've talked about that game a lot.
Yeah.
And the character Vertigo from it. Which, that one's a difficult one because you guys didn't play Primal Rage. So,
yeah, Primal Rage doesn't even register to me as a fighting game.
yeah, no, it's definitely a fighting game. Yep. Dinosaurs versus dinosaurs and the Cobra Witch thing that is my favorite character. All right. Number 3 should be an easy one, at least the initial one. My kids' names and their middle names. I don't expect the middle names, but I couldn't figure out a good bonus question to go with their names. Ooh, this is taking longer
Oof.
than I expected.
Emery,
Yeah,
the one.
man, I'm so
You
bad
wanna
with names.
Wanting to say Sadie, but I know that's not it.
No. We're not gonna get the middle names for sure.
Oh, no. I didn't expect that. But again, I couldn't think of a bonus.
Hang on. It's like I know this. We're Facebook friends. But you know how many children are in my life?
Yeah.
Let's see, about 70 a day.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
I can help you.
Eloise, I'm 6 years old and I just shit in the hallway.
Well, you've got a serious problem if you have some like fecal incontinence at 6 years old.
Oh,
Boy.
it's a TikTok audio that people use a lot
Oh.
to like
I'm not on TikTok.
introduce their deranged friend or whatever.
Got ya. So is that where we're at? Is Emery and
You just told us too
I know
Yeah,
it's right. You guys
when we
got
were
that
talking
one.
about soccer.
Yeah.
it's there. I'm just
Oh.
way too tired and I'm overthinking.
I actually like how I wrote down my own answers just in case.
Just to confirm,
Yeah.
what are my daughter's names?
Yeah.
You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, yeah, duh, I know."
I can make you feel a little better. There was a character that I talked a lot about on Leap of Faith recently, and it was that character's name as well.
Nope, that's pulling me in the wrong direction.
Oh, okay.
My brain is thinking Facebook right now. I'm like, I should know this.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I guess I'd just have to go with Emery because that's all I can think of right now.
Sure.
Yep.
Well,
And middle names, there's nothing there. That's
that's
all just
they're totally out there.
blanks
Actually,
there.
Emery's middle name is Pan's son's name, which is interesting. So it's Emery Soul and Cece or Celinda Ponji.
I knew Cece. I did not know Selena was her real name though.
Yeah. I'll give you guys a point for Emery though. There you go.
Hooray!
We'll be generous. Well, you both get a point. So, all right. This one is probably, if you guys don't get a point on this one, just God help you on. I just can't. Top 3 game series, and the bonus question is the favorite monsters from those games. I don't expect the bonus ones to go over that well, but the top 3 game series, come on.
Monster Hunter, Diablo, and Doom.
That would have been mine.
Okay?
My guess on that.
I'll go ahead and say, yes, those are correct. So you can start to think about the bonus.
Okay. Okay.
So you got to think of a monster from Monster Hunter, Diablo, and Doom.
I have nothing. Wait. I feel like I do know who it is for Monster
Diablos.
Hunter. Yeah.
That's correct.
Cyber Demon from Doom.
Okay.
So not correct by the sound of that.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like that's very specific.
It's meant to be specific for that one because the top 3 was so easy. I wanted to make the bonus a little harder.
Yep.
So the favorite monsters are Diablos, the Cacodemon, which is actually, if you remember, that's the picture that's right there. And then the Khazra,
I can't even see that in this.
the Khazra or the goat,
That lighting.
the goat men in Diablo.
Yeah.
That one you had no reason to know that. All right. This one's going to be a little bit tougher, but I'm allowing, like, if you get any of the options, you get a point. The bonus is simple to do. Is if you name all 3, you also get the bonus point. So if you get the other 2 series, but my favorite book series, I have 3, and if you name all 3, that's the bonus point.
Hard Luck Hank.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hard Luck Hank, the like dungeon series, right? Having a difficult time with the other one.
To be honest, I mean, Hard Luck Hank is one of them, so you guys have a point for that.
Yeah.
That is not the one I expected you guys to guess.
Wow. Okay. This means you talked about something else more.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just, like, I know, but I don't know what the name of it is.
The other one would maybe be Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit.
Yeah, I guess that is a book, isn't it?
It is. It is a book. That is a thing.
Oh, but it's not one of your favorites. Okay. I see. Only insisting that Frodo and Legolas know each other and referencing material in the book.
So it's safe to assume I don't think you guys are getting all 3 at this point.
No, I don't think so.
All 3, and I did say you could do for this first one, because I've talked a lot about them, is they're interchangeable, but they're all sort of the same saga. Is the Drizzt saga, which includes the Cleric Quintet. That was the one that I've talked about ad nauseum, like especially the Cleric Quintet. And because that's the D&D one about the cleric who struggling with his faith and finds it. And
yeah, that's where we're like, we know what it is, but we don't know what it is.
Right. And then the last one, Ace was super close to it, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yeah, he was very close to getting to it. Cool.
So I just blended 2 together. Great.
All right. So this next one.
My brain doesn't function.
This next one, okay, let me think how to word this because the bonus one's a little different. Okay, so I have written 72 articles on a particular topic. What is that topic? And then name 3 of those articles.
D&D.
Yeah, but like a bestiary though.
D&D bestiary / monsterpedia encyclopedia.
That's
And you,
I'll give you guys that. That's close enough. They're like what Ace used to do with Monster Hunter, their ecologies. But yeah, Monsterpedia, that kind of stuff, that all fits too. So 3 of the monsters. That's all you got to do.
Wendigo, zombie, dragon, red dragon, black dragon, some dragon. I know you've done dragon.
Okay. Do you want to take a crack at it too, Sasha, or?
sure. I mean, I guess you've said that you have not done the mimic, or you were gonna do the mimic, but I'm gonna go with a white and a wyvern, a wyvern,
Mm-hmm.
and a gelatinous cube.
You did get one
Switching
right,
out my
which is the wyvern.
out my third answer.
Uh-huh.
The black cave trolls or the black orcs or whatever.
The black orcs.
Yeah, I heard there was a
Because that
really
was the-
controversial one
That
about
controversial one.
Yeah.
So-
Orcs. I'll just give them both.
Don't know if that technically counts, but
I'll give them both to you guys. I have done every chromatic and metallic dragon, so any naming just colors of dragons works. But I have not done a gelatinous cube, and I have not done a white. Goodness gracious. Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna fly through this real fast, just so I can. But yeah, they're monster ecologies, and did I miss not? What am I doing? Where am I going? It's not working. Why was that? Apparently links don't work for my thing. So I had a link to my own stuff. All right, now I'm back to where I am. Okay, so here's of the 72 I have done dinosaurs, which includes T-Rex, Pteranodon, Plesiosaurus, Ankylosaurus, and Allosaurus. I understand Plesiosaurus and pterodons are not dinosaurs, people. D&D categorizes them as such. All right. Dragons, I've done Fatalis, then the chromatic dragons, which is Tiamat, black, green, white, red, blue, gray, yellow. Metallic dragons, I have done silver, bronze, brass, copper, gold, and then Bahamut. Humanoids, I have done the Thrycreen, Etten, lizard folk, ogres, minotaurs, lycanthropes, which is actually therianthropes. Lycans specifically are about werewolves. I did all therianthropes. Kobolds, gnolls, sahuagin, and orcs. Undead, I did ghosts, nightmares, and necrosis carnax. Aberrations, I did the Flump and the Beholder. Outsiders, the Fire Salamander and the Bargist. Magical beasts, Pegasus, Beher, Catablevus, Rumberaz, Basilisk, Purple Worm, Roving Mauler, Chimera, and Fantastical Spiders. Beasts, Hook Horror, Leocorata, Hydra, Griffin, Sioux Monster, Wolfkin, Gorillians, Displacer Beast, Owlbear, Terror Birds, Hippogriff, Grick, and Aruvormax. Wyverns, which you did say, I've done 3 different articles on wyverns, which is Flying Brute and Pseudo Wyverns, which I all integrated Monster Hunter stuff into the D&D world. Elementals, which is just Elementals and the Phoenix. Demons, Baylor, Devils, the Bone Devil, the Fae, which is Wendigo, Blink Dogs, Dryad, Nymph, Hags, and Celestials, I did the Kirin. With my latest one being the Aruvormax, which is a gold-eating 6-legged dog. D&D is weird. All right. Number 7th question. All right. What game did I top out at 8th in the world leaderboards in a single week for a whole week? And the bonus question is, why did I relinquish my standing? I know I've talked about this story.
You have. You have. I got nothing though.
Okay.
my brain just wants to say CSGO, but I know that's not even close to correct.
Yeah, I've never played CS:GO. I don't think I've ever played any Counter-Strike, actually.
Part of me wants to say Jurassic Park Builder because you play that so much, but no, that's not right either. Definitely doesn't sound right.
I don't know if it has a leaderboard.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I don't have any idea.
It was Transformers: The War for Cybertron, and I quit because how too serious and angry I got over every match eventually.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I didn't like how it made me feel. Okay, so this might be an easier one. What is my favorite video game genre, and what are some of the other titles aside from the main one in that genre that I play? One of the other titles, at least, is the bonus.
An RPG.
Sorry, what?
Action RPG.
Okay.
Doom, Monster Hunter. Technically, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
I mean, like, are we talking about like Diablo-like games?
Otherwise, I was going to say, what, MMORPGs with Diablo? That's an MMORPG, right?
Diablo is not an MMORPG.
No, it's an
so I'm really
ARPG, isn't it?
Yeah, that is what Diablo is considered as an ARPG.
Okay, so I am that tired. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a real hashtag gamer, guys. I'm a disgrace.
You are. Don't do that to yourself.
I'm using terms incorrectly.
I mean,
my brain
lit up in the comments section.
My brain keeps saying Starship Troopers, but that's more like a strategy game.
I do love that game.
RTSs, real-time strategy games.
Yeah, but that's not like our Diablo. No, the only one I can think of like that is Torchlight, but I don't think like you have love for that game.
Well, the Jurassic Park Builder, isn't that a real-time strategy?
No.
That's
We're talking about ARPGs. I think we were correct about ARPGs.
You know what? I'm just at this point, I'm not even.
What it is.
You guys are working together on this. Just forget about the points. Just see if you guys can get them right. Let's forget about the points because you guys are helping each other, and that's fine.
I mean, at this point, I think I'm just actively working against us. To be honest, my brain's just like say stuff until he says it's correct, and you're not saying it's correct.
Sasha is
spiraling.
Sasha is on the right track. It is the ARPG or specifically Diablo clones. So if you can name any of the Diablo clones that I like.
Not Tiny Tina's Borderlands. Not any of that. Which I think are pretty darn close. They're just not top downs.
I still say that my experience is what killed Tiny Tina and not the game, honestly.
Jurassic Park Simulator or Creator.
You're really
I've never played it. I haven't.
You are really stuck in that game. Okay.
So I don't know if it's like that, but whatever.
I have 3 others that I really like in that genre. Even though I don't talk about 2 of them too much, but Titan Quest was a big one for me, and then Grim Dawn and Wolcen. And Wolcen is the one that I don't play very often because it's buggy as hell, but I still love it. Yeah, so yeah, you were on the right track, Sasha. You just didn't hear. No, I know you've heard about Titan Quest.
Yeah,
but maybe not Grim Dawn.
But again, like I haven't played it. Like my brain doesn't
Right.
register it as that type of game. I just hear Titan Quest and I think of the thumbnail that I see when I'm scrolling through the store.
Yeah, no, and that Titan Quest version that it's on a lot of consoles is just hot garbage too. Like it's like one of the, especially for the Switch. The Switch had like one of the coolest features that I've ever seen in a loot game. Is you hold down the loot button and it brings up like a drop down and you can just pick whatever you want out of the drop down, and then you just like pick up exactly what you want. And I've never seen any other game do that. But the problem is that port is also just straight up broken. Like literally, you cannot finish the game. There's a game breaking bug. So, yeah, and it also doesn't include any of the other expansions that came out since, which sucks. So, next question. What game made me cry the hardest, with the bonus question being what game most recently made me shed a tear? And that was, there is actually for the bonus, I'm actually going to say basically recently this year, there's two that are possible for the bonus. But the game that made me cry the hardest and the most recent.
To the Moon, and then depending on how far you are and how connected with your emotions you are, possibly Tears of the Kingdom.
I like that second caveat, like how connected with you are unconnected with your emotions if you don't cry at Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, there was a scene that got me going.
Okay. I'm not sure if I've seen everything that you've seen though.
Have you collected all of the glyphs?
No.
Okay, so then still got a ways to go then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm also gonna go with To the Moon, but I'm thinking it's that game about the person that's gonna jump off the bridge that you just said.
Yeah, that.
That one too. That you just said.
Wow. It's like I have a theme or something. That's funny.
Yeah.
I will confirm To the Moon is correct. That is the hardest. I cried like a baby on that one. Sobbed. Actually, that I would label To the Moon as the most romantic game I've ever played too.
Okay. So what's the name of the bridge one? Because my brain is making dark jokes and it's saying life is a beach.
That is the name of the game, isn't it? Like Life is a Beach.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a movie. I don't know.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
No, it's not Doki Doki. I did not cry during Doki Doki.
Not even out of fear?
No, I never played it actually. I only ever watched YouTube of it. Quite a bit, but no, I never played it. You guys, nothing? So,
No.
To the Moon was correct, but the game that most recently made me cry, I put two here, is Octopath Traveler 2, and then also Leap of Faith, which is the one with the bridge.
Yeah, life is a beach. Yeah.
All right. So before
Life is Assassin's Creed.
this is something I've mentioned. Is not a video game related thing, but this is like a information about me thing that I've talked about before. Before I became a computer software engineer, what was I going to go to college for? And then what instrument did I play?
Oh man. I don't know. My brain thinks a brass instrument though.
Okay.
I don't know. Ace, what do you think?
Saxophone. Were you
I
a
did-
sax guy?
I did very recently share a Sasquatch playing the Super Mario Brothers theme on saxophone. That was on Facebook recently.
Are you a sax guy? Do you like sax?
I
Do you
like
sax it up?
I like it, but it was not saxophone. That's the bonus.
Trumpet.
Trumpet is correct with the bonus, but what was the college thing? What was I going for?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know why. I don't think this is correct, but geology.
I wish I had gone for geology. No, it was not geology. Because then I could have become a paleontologist. But becoming a paleontologist, I didn't understand at that time, was a master's degree off of geology, which is stupid to me. Because I understand why, but like at the time didn't make sense.
Wasn't it like something music related, I thought? Music creation.
I get nope, nothing.
No.
I mean, you're on the right track. It was just music studies, because I was going to be a band teacher.
I was gonna say music theory.
It wasn't theory. No, I was going to be a band teacher. But
Oh yes, that's right.
and then trumpet.
Whoa.
Trumpet was my specialization. Or you could have just said brass. Like you could have just said brass, because I did know how to play almost every brass instrument very well. Aside from French horn.
Like how I'm just a talking head now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The next one is, what game series do I love but I don't like the remasters of? And then the bonus question is, why? Ace's face. Ultimate, like, oh, I don't know.
Okay, wait. I got it.
Okay.
Final Fantasy, and it's because you can't play the character, the Native American character that you identify with the most.
Wow. That is a wonderful guess. That is not correct.
Dang.
That is a great information pull about an opinion I've had that I have expressed a couple times. Kudos to you, Sasha. That was.
I feel like I should get a bonus point for that.
You know what? Like I would, if we were still keeping track of points, I'd be giving you a bonus point for that one. That is an opinion that I have said only a couple times. Like outside of the Bickering Bucks episode where we reviewed that game and I blasted it for that. I gave that game a 4 because of that. No, wait, was it a 3? I was really harsh on that game. Like, I was super, and it was all because I couldn't play Nanaki. Like, all of it. Because I was rushing to the game to get to that point, and then I got there, and it didn't mean anything. He was an NPC.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Gotcha.
But no other ideas?
No.
It's the Oddworld series, and I hate them because the controls are terrible in comparison to the old ones. So it makes it hard to play.
Usually when they remaster stuff, they improve the controls.
In my opinion, they made them worse. It feels floaty versus precise. The old ones were very precise. Okay. Oh gosh, where am I? All right. Here's an easier one. What is my favorite Nintendo franchise? And who is my favorite character in that franchise?
Mario is the franchise? I don't know. Like, Or wait, it's a Nintendo. So you got Metroid and Star Fox and Zelda. Metroid and Samus. I don't know.
Yeah, so if you pick Metroid, you basically have two characters to pick from: Samus
Yeah.
and Ridley, essentially. It would be or Kraid. I guess you could say Kraid, but no, it's not.
Yeah. No, I don't know. This is.
Mario and Luigi.
It's a very good guess. It is Mario. Mario is the franchise. So I'll give you a little more time for the character. It's not Luigi. Luigi is second.
Toad.
Bowser?
Nope, it's none of those. I'll give you one clue. Ending credits of the Super Mario movie.
Oh,
Yoshi.
you think I even get to make it that far?
Huh?
Yoshi.
Yes, it's Yoshi. There's also,
I'm not seeing the movie, but I know that there's the scene. But
yeah, he has one cameo during like the adventure scene, and then there's an egg in the pipe world at the end. All right. Gotta scroll down. We are on question number 13. This is taking longer than I thought it would. I'm sorry. What game series do I want to return the most, and why? I talked about this not only as a theme in several episodes, but in conversation quite a bit too. Like, I think we've done that question in podcast form. What game series do we want to return? At least 3 different times.
yeah, I'm drawing blanks, unfortunately.
It's okay, Ace. You've had a rough day. A rough day.
The only game I can think of right now is that EVO. Is that what it is?
It's a good one. It's not right, but that's a very good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
EVO, The Search for Eden. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That's always on the list with this one. Yes.
And you want to see it come back, Turok?
Yes, it is Turok.
Yeah.
So why do I want Turok?
Because it's awesome.
Representation.
Yeah, representation matters. Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's essentially it. I want more Native American games, and I want to kill dinosaurs. Like,
yeah.
Here you go. You guys got that one. Good job. Good teamwork. All right. What game do I put the most hours into? And playing what in that game?
Monster Hunter Greatsword.
Oh, wow. I was
No.
going to say Diablo 3 and what class?
Druid.
Diablo 3 doesn't have a druid.
No.
Paladins. I haven't played Diablo 3.
Barbarian?
You guys are right about Diablo 3, but it's not the barbarian.
It's not Demon Hunter either. Yeah. I don't think it's Witch Doctor.
I'll give you one clue about it, and then I'll let it rest. It's because of the voice actress from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Nope. Did you never watch that, Sasha? That show?
Nope.
Oh wow, it's an amazing show. That might be something that can be kid friendly enough for Ripley when she's old enough.
She might be into it. seems right up her alley, to be honest. But let's see. The other Diablo 3 classes. Yeah, I just sunk all my time into Demon Hunter, so it's just like blind.
That's Diablo 3 for you as Demon Hunter. I mean,
Yeah.
Demon Hunter had the most amazing class trailer out of all of them. Like, I will say that.
It's not. No.
All right.
Wizard.
Yeah, Wizard.
Yeah.
And specifically, it was a pre-seasonal, so before the season started for Diablo 3, named Azula after the Avatar character, Azula, who was voiced by the same actress.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
All right. We're on the home stretch. Number 15. So name one of my favorite movies. And I have quite a few listed here.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Jurassic Park.
Tucker Dale's, that's all you need. It's right there. It's number one. The other ones include Starship Troopers, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is good.
Yeah, it is. And then the bonus question is that name a game I love based on one of these movie universes. There are two possible answers.
Jurassic Park.
This is that Starship Troopers game, the strategy one.
I'll give you that. Yeah, Starship Troopers, Terran Command. The other one is Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, which is the JRPG of Lord of the Rings.
Well, fine then.
What?
It's Jurassic Park.
I like
Jurassic Park wasn't an answer.
It wasn't. I love Jurassic Park.
That was my answer.
It just wasn't.
It didn't make the cut.
I like the
top 5 answers were on the board.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Sorry, just not. All right. Boy, where I got some complicated wording on this one. Sometimes when I write, I don't write very clearly, and I have to decipher my own writing. All right. Name one of my 3 favorite non-video game musical artists. And then name one of my favorite songs. There are 5 possible answers, but that does not disclude video games.
Oh no. I'm not gonna do well with this. I got nothing.
I don't think you have been on a music episode yet. So
we've talked about music and you've shared some musical opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're just like blind spots in my own musical.
Yeah. I mean, my friends make fun of me for my musical tastes constantly. So.
Yeah.
They're certainly not the norm.
Imagine Dragons.
I like them, but they are definitely not in my top 3.
I'm gonna say I got nothing for this.
Okay. Letting Ace figure it out. Unless you good?
Fleetwood Mac.
No.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff right now. I think I got like 2 or 3 of that in my on repeat in Spotify.
I literally have no idea what kind of songs they do. Like, I have heard them for sure. I'm very bad at bands or songs I don't follow that well. It's like I can name probably a dozen of matching a song name to an artist.
Here you go, can you say?
Like, I know the Proclaimers 500 Miles. And
I just feel like you could go into any bar in Ohio and they're going to be playing a Fleetwood Mac in the first 30 minutes you're there.
I would not know. I do not go to bars, so I don't drink. You're probably right. I have no clue. I have no way to test
Or if
this.
you've ever been to like the county fair, you've definitely heard Fleetwood
Oh no.
Mac.
I've definitely heard them. I know who. Like I know that they are a band, but I don't know like, any song associated with them by name. Like you could probably say the name of the song or something. I might be like, oh yeah, I do know that song, but I didn't know it was by them. I'm very
Gotcha.
Rhiannon?
Huh?
Rhiannon?
He's naming Fleetwood Mac songs now.
Oh no, I don't. Never mind.
You don't recognize that one?
Nope. Not by name.
It doesn't ring like a bell through the night.
Yeah.
I guess that's another one that I don't know. Wow.
Anyway, so back to
moving on.
your music,
Yeah. So
which we don't know.
So of the non-video game artists, my top 3 are The Killers, the Bare Naked Ladies, and Shepherd.
Oh,
See, I did know Bare Naked Ladies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've talked.
I remember
about
us
it a couple
talking
times.
about that. Yeah, I remember us talking about that.
So, any guess on that for any of my 5 possible favorite songs?
what is the bright side?
I mean, like, I don't know anybody who can't like
Okay, yeah,
stop themselves from moving when Mr. Brightside is on.
Yeah, no, Mr. Brightside is on that list. I'll give you guys
It's a
that.
banger.
But the other
Okay.
ones are The Impossible Dream, which is from Man of La Mancha, which is actually a play. Pinch Me, which is the Bare Naked Lady song. About depression, which shows you where I was at for a long time in my life. And Choke, which is a Shepherd song. It's actually a really upbeat one. It's not like anything nefarious. Or the Poke Village theme. Come on, Ace. Which is a Monster
I was
Hunter
thinking
song.
bands, not game.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could have just assumed, but
Okay, so this one I have to do in 2 parts because the bonus gives away the answer, essentially. Where does my screen name Fortuan come from?
I feel like
it was
it's
something to
D&D.
do with gaming. I don't know if I don't remember if it was your character's name or it was like the Ben's character's name. It was one of the two.
Just put the 2 answers together.
D&D?
Mm-hmm.
Your character's name?
Yeah, it was my first D&D character's name.
Yeah, cool.
What race class combination was he?
Man.
Werewolf druid.
Oh, I almost spit out.
I don't know.
I almost spit out my pop on that one. Werewolf druid.
I don't know. A dwarf warrior.
Dwarf warrior would have been a great guess because that's my favorite to play now. But it is a human thief. Because thief was the class that was called before rogue, which is the stealthy stealing one. So
The best choice.
all right, what video game community did I moderate for 6 years? And then why did I leave? And there are 2 reasons for the leaving.
A Reddit D&D page. Monster Hunter.
Yep, it was r/Monster Hunter.
Mm,
I was a moderator there for 6 years. Why did I leave?
because the internet is
Podcast.
excellent.
Podcast, and they got on some bullshit about it.
Actually, no, that was not why I left. Although I was very much accused of that.
J'accuse. Because of the controversial orc article.
No, that happened well after I left. No, so it was. There's two possible answers, but the probably more real one was my divorce was happening at that time. So
You had
kind of-
real life moderation to deal with.
yeah, and then also the other reason was friction with the other moderators, specifically a particular one, which is still a moderator there, but hasn't been on Reddit in 6 years. Not 6 years, 4 years. And I do check, because I am petty about this. All right. Only two more. So I've owned every of two different console generations. What are they? And then the bonus is, what are the first ones of those console generations that I bought for myself? So two lines of consoles that I've had every single one of, and then
So like Nintendo, and the first one you bought for yourself was a Wii.
that is correct for the Nintendo line.
That.
PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
and PlayStation 3.
That's correct.
Look at that.
Yeah. All right, and here's the last question. This is a personal one. This is not video game related. What Native American tribe am I associated with?
Oh no. I know it's not Cherokee.
And then who is my semi-famous relative in that tribe?
Drummer
Oh.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, I know the guy that did the
Um,
drums in Pocahontas.
Well, I wouldn't label him. I'm talking about the one in the past. He's not. I mean, he has an IMDb. My grandfather does, but I wouldn't call him semi-famous.
Wasn't it Peter Pan? Or was it?
What did
Was
you
it
just
actually
say?
Pocahontas? The drummer. The drumming thing from the movie.
The movie was Pocahontas, yes.
Okay. I was confused about which one it was.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
And no, it doesn't
Um,
have to deal with my grandfather who, I mean, it is the tribe. He is from that tribe and he was the chief of it. But I'm talking about the semi-famous one is the one that's like has a whole chapter in Ohio textbooks.
I don't know. And I feel like if I attempt to guess that it will just sound disrespectful.
Okay. I will accept that answer.
Shoshone?
Yeah, you're right. It's the Shawnee.
I said Shoshone, not Shawnee.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Shawnee.
So,
It's the Shawnee. How about that?
yeah,
And
I wouldn't count that. I definitely got that wrong.
well, and then I said it. So what? Like, the cat's out of the bag. So, so the semi-famous relative, which I have in here, is my great, I think. And there might be two more greats. I don't know. Uncle, which is Tecumseh.
Yeah, I feel like I remember us talking about this because he came up in Michigan's history too.
Yeah, yeah. Treaty of Greenville, all that. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was a big stoppage for the settling of Ohio. Him and the other tribes that he banded together, which obviously didn't go well. So here we are.
I mean, it didn't go well for the vast majority of them. So,
Yeah. Thank you, smallpox blankets. Yippee!
I mean, or just thank you, greedy ass white people.
Oh no, that was the chemical warfare used at the time.
I know. I mean, there was also forced relocation.
Yeah. Yep. All right. That was it. That was the 20. Before I stopped counting, I had you guys at like 6 points about a piece about. So you guys did okay. There were some ones I thought you'd get that you did not, but that's okay. But hey, it was fun. It was fun watching you guys squirm sometimes. I liked it. Because I know I've said this like several times.
Yeah.
All right. So who's up next? Which one of you two? Who's on first?
I mean, I guess I can go.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm going to start off with an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
What type of game would Ace like to see made? What genre and what specifically?
This is very broad.
I'm talking about it specifically.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes. It was wasn't it a Jurassic Park
You gotta
game?
think my
I
And
think
it was but like it was like first person shooter. Like the park has gone haywire.
yeah. So like a first person horror Jurassic Park.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
I'll accept that. I was definitely going more vague. I'll accept that just because the way I phrased the question was obviously too vague. That would be an answer, but my actual answer, which again I was too vague with the way I questioned, was a survival horror game where it adapts to you specifically
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
like monitors for both verbal, heart, breathing, etc.
Mm. Oh yeah.
The closest thing you have to that right now is Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
You got to turn like the Kinect sensor on and
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, I couldn't do
Okay.
that. I am not a horror fan, so no. I cannot do that. That is a path I cannot follow. To quote Star Wars that I just recently saw.
What is my favorite anime?
Is it the coconut bonk one?
I don't know.
Was that one about the natural? Okay, that's probably not your favorite. But I remember you were very fond of the one that there was like some sort of natural disaster, and then that brick fell on that kid's head, and it literally had the coconut bonk.
Oh. Oh no, I remember. No, I did enjoy that one. It was interesting. Man Sinks 2020. That's when they're on like at like this cult like compound,
Yeah, and then it
seeking
like
refuge from the earthquakes and like the flooding and
yeah,
etc.
and
And then
poor
one
kid
strikes and like
the poor kid dies from like something falling on his head, but it literally just does the coconut bonk.
well that was someone's video when they were discussing it.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh no, okay. So no,
But yeah,
that
like
that
part of the temple because it's a religious commune that they're at. Part of the temple that they're in
yeah.
collapses, and they were already like their breath was already taken away because he had been like mute up to that point, and he was like speaking and being like, "Mom, I love you" or something like that, and then just part of the temple just directly on his head.
Ugh.
It's one of those jarring moments.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not it. I know you have told me to watch it specifically several times. I don't remember it. You know what? I'm just gonna go with a generically good one. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I've not watched that. No.
Damn. I don't know.
Give up?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Maybe when I was younger.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is currently my favorite
Demon
anime.
Slayer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not into anime, so yeah, I get that. I get why I didn't get that.
What are my favorite types of movies, and what are 2 to 3 specific movies that you can think of that I enjoy in said genre?
Horror movies for sure,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and
And then favorite movies in that genre?
Midsummer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10.
And then didn't you also like? Is it The Conjuring? Do you liked as well?
I do like The Conjuring. I can accept that.
Okay,
And then
I'm
go,
gonna roll
and
with
then
this
there's
one.
the other A24, which is Hereditary.
Okay, yeah.
Also a 10 out of 10.
I like none of these, and I've also seen none of
Oh,
them.
I love those.
I just say I don't like them because they might just be a little too scary for me. Maybe. Who knows? Or I might get incredibly bored because I'm not scared by it. I don't know. That's how it goes with horror movies. I'm either scared or bored. There's not a middle. There's not an entertained in the middle.
Of the big three,
Mhm.
which is my favorite gaming company?
Of the big three, I'd have to say Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they offer the most of what I like,
Yeah.
and they also don't release dumb, useless consoles.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out
I
what
don't
you're
know if you
saying
saw
by
this
that one. Oh, the one we were
state of
making fun
play.
of, the state the
The one
PS
everyone
Switch.
is making fun of. Sasha, did you see the state of play from PlayStation?
Oh yeah, I got a Google notification about their Switch knockoff.
No, it's not even a Switch knockoff. It's just like a
It's
because there's like
PS5
a
streaming,
LG,
cloud streaming on like
Yeah.
yeah,
a
which which
They
like
already did
controller.
this
the day
once
before,
with
which the
PS4.
day before they Backbone announced the PlayStation Android version
Mm.
of the Backbone, and they already had one for iOS. So like $100 versus probably $200. I
Two,
could see
three
them
hundred.
trying to sell that for,
Hey,
which I
as
think is
as garbage as that machine probably is for me as a consumer, I'm there for Spider-Man 2, 100%. Like Spider-Man 2 looked amazing.
oh yeah, I want to play Spider-Man, but like just the fact that it's not an actual successor to the PSP or the PS Vita, that it's cloud gaming and streaming, but I think most egregiously is the dumbass design that thing has.
Oh yeah.
It literally looks like they cut the PS5 controller in half and glued the two ends together, which is why I shared that photo of the Tears of the Kingdom item
Gameplay
combining, because
with
that's what it looks like. It's
the
just
green
missing
glue. Yeah.
the glue globs in the middle. It
Yep.
looks so goofy. I do not understand why they approve that design.
Okay.
Because like I was talking about this with some of my coworkers, how like the Switch, I think part of the reason why the Switch is selling as well as it does is because it's actually taken both software and hardware designs that were best in the Wii and Wii U and the DS lines and incorporated them all together.
Hmm.
Whereas like with this with
They're
this
just
device,
shoehorning
it
stuff in.
has
Yeah.
no it has no like character to it. It
You
it doesn't take any inspiration from what came before.
I feel like the PlayStation could have been a episode for Ace there because he's hating on it.
Yeah.
I mean, just that, like I was
yeah.
fine with everything else. Like Spider-Man, I'm excited for.
I
I don't know
I did like
if I'll
knockoff
get it at launch or
Splatoon.
when I'll get it, but
I was laughing hysterically at knockoff Splatoon. That was funny.
hmm
I was like, oh, someone made Splatoon again, but more Fortnite style. Okay, it's bubble foam.
hmm
So okay, all right. So what's your next one, Ace?
which Monster Hunter games are my top three?
I'm gonna have to go with Freedom Unite, probably 4 Ultimate, and then 3 Ultimate, maybe.
I copy my classmates' homework.
So you don't like 4 Ultimate? Okay, it's 3 Ultimate.
I like it. It's not one of my top three though.
Okay, so you can't be saying you like Try as well, right? Please no.
I haven't played Try.
Okay, thank God. I hate people who try to list them as separate because that's just asinine. Um, really, that's one of my hot takes is people trying to list Try and 3 Ultimate differently. Yes, there are different mechanics. They suck. That's why they got taken out in 3 Ultimate. Shut up. They're the same game. And I guess I'll go with Generations Ultimate. No, still not.
I'll give it a tie with Rise/Sunbreak.
Okay. No, I knew you liked Rise/Sunbreak. That was my next guess. Because, like, I can't be Iceborne. Like, I know you liked Iceborne, but I think we all had our grievances with such things.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. That was one that I was gonna get and Sasha wasn't. That's fine. I can help. I can pull the
That's all right.
Monster Hunter weight here. I was gonna say I wore a Monster Hunter shirt today. I did not actually. I wore my nerds just want to have fun. Good old Cyndi Lauper reference.
hmm What is my favorite relaxation game?
The theme song for Katamari is coming up in my head, but I don't think that's it.
Why do I think it's like Stardew Valley or something like that?
I kind of want to say Subnautica.
Wait, what's that other one? Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
That is a capitalist health game.
I don't know because I don't play those games.
Is it?
Or it was right with Subnautica.
Yeah, I was like, is it Subnautica?
Below Zero.
Yeah, because like you played a lot of that. I remember.
Which is funny because Jack sort of has the thalassophobia type of thing.
Oh yeah, the fear of what's underwater. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my friend Jeff had that in high school, and then Resident Evil 4 came out, and my other friend told him to shoot the water. He didn't come back. He literally ran away, got in his car, and drove home. Like, that was what legit happened. It was crazy. He's like, F you guys, everything. I can't take this. I'm going home. I'm like, oh, God, why did you do that, Eric? Holy shit.
What are 2 to 3 of my favorite TV shows?
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Help me out here, Sasha, because I'm not great at the TV shows.
I mean, like, I feel like that's hard because TV shows are so fleeting. Stranger Things. I don't know.
I didn't list my TV shows on mine, but you guys wouldn't have gotten it anyway. That was. Oh, What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, that show's great.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon.
Ooh, that. I'll accept that. Yeah. I can't wait for the next season.
Definitely
I
What We
haven't
Do in
seen
the
any
Shadows.
news, but hopefully we get it relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
The writer's strike. We're not getting anything soon.
Oh, yeah.
The last
Fair
one
enough.
is what killed one of my favorite shows, Pushing Daisies.
It's the reason that Heroes went into the shitter too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always hear. Yeah, that's one of the main
And every
shows that I've
time,
heard talked about during this strike.
every time that I've seen The Hobbit, because the guy who plays the pie maker is the Elf King in The Hobbit, I'm just like, it's the pie maker.
Oh my gosh, I watched the 1980s animated movie
Of The Lord of the Rings.
for The Hobbit.
Oh, The Hobbit.
For The
Yeah.
Hobbit. And both uh wow, is it hilariously goofy and creepy with all the sing-songy stuff that is in it that isn't in the movies.
Well, I mean, the books are filled with songs, all of them. They're
Well, yeah, and then
yeah.
wow, do they not cut out the runtime on it like the movies did?
Yeah.
Because it covered everything from those three movies in like the hour and a half or whatever it was. I was like, wow, we're already on the quest and we're like 2 to 3 minutes into the movie, whereas like
Mm,
the whole introducing and getting him as their robber took like 30, 45 minutes in the first movie.
yeah. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, as his thief. Yeah. Okay. So TV shows.
What are some of my favorite bands?
I've never heard these. Like
I don't
No?
know.
no.
I swear I've talked about them a lot.
You might have mentioned
At
them.
least one of them you should know.
Okay. That makes me feel bad. Because I feel like I don't know. Come on.
Think YouTube.
Oh, Starbomb?
I'll accept that. Starbomb /
Ninja Sex
Ninja
Party.
Sex Party.
Yeah.
Dan Abadan.
Did I tell you that I bought both of their cover CDs recently?
Nice.
Yeah.
You did not, but yes, very good albums.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, his collab album with the Super Guitar Bros of doing a bunch of covers on that is very good too.
No, you definitely see. When I was thinking like favorite bands, I was thinking like bigger, like not like they're obviously big, right? Like Ninja Sex Party, but like they're not radio big, I guess.
One bigger one would be Rise Against.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I wouldn't have known that.
Pretty sure I've talked about them.
But Ninja Sex Party / Starbomb. Okay. Okay. That's what I got.
And then Metallica would be one too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I hear that's a classic choice.
what would be two of my favorite foods?
Culver's,
I
the
could eat it
buffalo
any-
strips. The buffalo chicken strips from Culver's.
I was thinking more
Yes.
generally, but I could accept that.
Cheese curds.
My coworker actually went to Culver's
Yeah.
the other night at work, and he asked people if they wanted stuff. Everyone else was like ice cream, and I was like, I mean, I could fuck up some buffalo tenders right now. So he picked me up some buffalo tenders.
Nice. My assertion to this is cheese curds.
Mm.
You know how many times you've tried to convince me to eat cheese curds?
many. I know. We actually had BLTs and poutine with cheese curds today.
That sounds good.
I thought there was cheese curds today in what we got for lunch, but it was just ball-shaped mozzarella sticks, which is very different. Not cheese curds, which did not do well for Chauncey. I don't think he had his medication today, so he had to go home very quickly. Do we have
Sort of more a what?
do we have more that we're trying to guess for the food, or do we get it?
Oh, I mean, like I was gonna say, more just general
Uh-huh.
things like sushi and tacos.
Yeah, I mean, my next
But
guess
yes,
would have been, I would have probably said burritos, but not. Yeah, tacos. Mexican
but yeah, I mean,
is a common
Sasha
food.
unintentionally, Sasha unintentionally hit the nail on the head. So I kind of had to give you guys an
Yeah,
answer on that one.
yeah. Like this specific one that we have heard about several times. Yes.
I mean, I missed it, and they finally brought it back. So,
Yeah. It's kind of like Godfather's Pizza
so
with me, because like Godfather's was like a huge thing here in Chillicothe, and then it just gone. It was just gone, and then we found one
mhm.
in Tennessee, and we were like, "What? Let's go to Godfather's!" And then the one opened up in Dayton by my house at the time, and they were cool, but not as near as good as they used to be. It was like a better Pizza Hut, and now it's just garbage. Oh wait, go ahead.
So this would more be one that Fortuan would likely be able to answer.
We'll
Uh,
see.
what would be at least one of my favorite monsters from Monster Hunter?
I'm gonna take a bathroom break while you answer that.
Perfect timing.
Which, I
uh,
mean, sort of a hint for one of them. A lot of people hate it. Actually, for a couple, I guess.
well, I'm thinking one of them's Oda Garen because of your soul stealer Oda Garen. Um,
Yes.
some other big ones for you. I don't know why Curry Pecco stuck into my head. I feel like you've not talked a lot about Curry Pecco, but
Oh, same generation though. For one of them.
Lagiacrus? Are you a Lagiacrus stan?
Eh, I mean, yes, but not in that
It's
sense.
always a misleading
I would
one.
like it to come back.
Yeah, it's always a misleading one because it's always like on everyone's like must come back list. Um, same generation. So Ignactor, maybe. Um, Barroth. I feel like no one's favorite is Royal Ludroth. Um, he's mid. He's mid. I like him. I like the idea of the sponge lion, but
Uh-huh.
he other than that, he's not
So
super.
from same generation would be Giginox.
Oh, you really? Giganox is one of your favorites?
Yeah, man. I love creepy shit. Don't you know? Horror movies, dude.
Okay. Would Kazoo be the other one that's one of your favorites because of the streamer?
No. I think Elder Dragon.
Okay. Elder Dragon. Probably, I mean, Fatalis, right? He's got to be. He's the Elder. Elatrion then is my backup to that.
This was no. Um, this was more the one I was aiming at. A lot of people hate.
A lot of people hate. I don't know Elder Dragon. A lot of people hate. Well, I'm a little blind by that because I don't really hate a lot of monsters personally.
Kushala.
Oh yeah, people do hate Kushala. Really? Okay, I legit didn't know that. I like Kushala myself too. So okay.
From my Frontier days with the lore behind it and the ecology video of it
Mm-hmm.
molting its skin and then getting its new coat that then instantly hardens.
Yeah. So it's also part of the reason why that's so cool is like reptiles molt and whatnot, right? But its skin is metal, so it's busting out of this metal shell, and it's actually a really cool look. It's a cool video.
So like I can also send a ecology video later, but it's
It's a very
essentially
good
on
one.
like the peak of a mountain essentially, and it's like flapping its wings, and there's like shards of metal coming off, and then it's like arching and stretching, and it sort of has like that sort of metal ship freaky bulkhead type noise before it splits and then comes out of its old skin.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very cool ecology and lore
Mm-hmm.
for that elder dragon, which made me fall in love with it.
Yeah, and I agree. What was throwing me off is everyone hates it, and you're right. You're totally right about that. Like it's a very hated monster because of its gameplay, but I'm a blind spot on
People
people hating monsters because I love most of them. So,
people just got to learn how to poison effectively, or
or in Plesia's case, learn how to dodge.
that too.
It's purposely
Um,
looking at you, Plesia haters.
then what would be two of my favorite games, one of which people hate
Two of your favorite
for,
games,
yeah,
Dead
Dead
Space
Space.
and Shadow of the Colossus.
that those are acceptable.
Yeah, I was like, definitely Dead Space.
What about one of the ones that people hate?
That you like. I know it's not the answer, but what's sticking in my head is Ride to Hell, Retribution, because
I haven't played that yet.
you have talked about that game so much, but yeah, I don't think you
I
played it.
mean, it's a wildly piece of shit problematic game.
Yes, it is. Game that you like that people hate. It's hard for me to gauge on people hating a game a lot of the times because I tend to like games that people hate
It is
sometimes.
part of a series
Part of a series.
that is theoretically ongoing. There are only two of them so far.
So one of those Horizon games.
I don't think people hate the Horizon games though.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean,
I didn't.
well, I mean, there were people who were bagging on Aloy because she had facial hair,
I mean, Peach
quote
does.
unquote.
I mean, it's a normal
And then
thing.
there were people that were further hating on it because in the DLC there
Oh,
was some gay stuff, but that's
I
largely innocuous.
I know exactly what it is. It's I forgot its name. Why? What? The Last of Us. Especially The Last of Us 2. Yeah.
Yes, Last of Us Part 2,
Yeah, because
because there were
of trying to put yourself into the villain's shoes and then also the uh I don't know. They didn't like having to be the villain and they didn't like there was some LGBTQ stuff in there that didn't go over well or something. It was a lot of stuff.
yep, yeah, because a lot of people did not like the characterizations of Ellie and Abby. And then also before the game, there were leaks that there was a trans character, which there is, but people wrongfully assumed that that was Abby's character.
Oh,
In part, in some cases, just because she was muscular slash masculine, as some people would claim. When there are women out there who bodybuild and have muscles,
hmm
it's like not a
I
big
mean,
deal.
you got the super strong chick in Encanto. Like, what's wrong with
Right.
that? She has my favorite
Apparently,
song
a lot
in
for
that movie.
you know
The pressure.
guys who are sensitive about that kind of thing.
Yep. That's a thing. Okay. We got there.
What would be one or two of my favorite animated movies? Hint: one of them shares similarities with Tears of the Kingdom.
Princess Mononoke.
Yep.
The one I haven't seen, yeah. Spirited Away? Maybe?
Yeah. I also enjoy Grave of the Fireflies as well, even though it is sad.
Yeah, we talked about that. You weren't here, but Sasha and I talked about these movies last week because I hadn't seen them and she had.
Uh-huh. And that is about all the questions that I have.
Okay, cool.
I
Sorry.
could come up with a few more probably if you guys want to keep going.
How many was that?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
I wasn't either. We're good. Let's go with Sasha and because we're an hour and a half in. I took an hour to do mine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, so I played it real fast and loose with how like points were going to be earned. It's like
Yeah.
I had a hard time coming up with like my favorite of something for some of my questions.
Sure.
So if I put like more than one answer down, and you could earn more than 1 point if you were able to get more than one.
Yeah.
But then some of my other questions, I do have like an actual like bonus thing. So I don't know. We'll just get into it.
Okay.
But this one, my first one, I do have a favorite. My favorite video game protagonist.
Protagonist. Renegade Shep.
Yeah, I mean, and you get the bonus points to tell me what's my favorite play to play.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mass Effect 7, basically.
Yeah, there
No,
you go.
Extra kudos to Fortuan for the
Yeah.
Renegade.
Oh yeah. You have talked Renegade Shep up a lot.
I mean, it's my favorite. So
Yeah.
all right. My next one are what are my least favorite types of games, like genres to play.
I think you've said first person shooter before. No? Okay.
No.
I know you don't like to play Souls like. You just watch your husband play it. Your husband play them.
I'll give you a point for that.
She doesn't live in Utah. Let's not
No, I wasn't. I
go
have.
into that territory.
I didn't mean to put a plural on there. No, I did. That was a mistake. Okay, so Souls likes.
I'll give you a point for that.
Trying to think of another genre. Sports.
I'm pretty neutral on it.
Okay. I was like, that's usually an easy one to say that people normally don't like because they don't like to play all the different ones. But I don't know. I don't. Oh, shoot. This came up last week.
Nintendo games, he says. I mean, like, you can't. hashtag not all Nintendo games because Pokemon is a Nintendo game. But
Yeah.
you're on the right track though. Like,
I will I will say the Zelda like adventure games where
correct.
the ones where you're just kind of like given like a fetch quest to go get this thing, essentially.
Open world.
No, I wouldn't
Oh,
say.
I like an open world.
No, because Zelda does this thing where it's like go get the MacGuffin, but in order to get the MacGuffin, you got to get the MacGuffin B, and you got to get MacGuffin B to get MacGuffin D to get into the MacGuffin B. Like the key search. I think you're not a big on the keys.
It's just like a hidden object fetch quest game.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
which
good
is
on that.
the Zelda stuff, yeah. Which
Yeah.
is not how it is anymore, but it's got some of that, yes.
Got any other guesses? If not, I'll tell you the others.
No, I do not.
No.
I do not like Metroidvania style games.
Fair. Okay.
And I do not enjoy really any type of platforming, whether it's like 2D or 3D platforming.
You have said that before because you were just not. You're literally just not into most of Nintendo's library when you say Metroidvania, platformer, and Zelda. Like you just hit their big three formula.
Yep. Yep. So, all right, next one. What are three? I have three listed here.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite type of non-RPG video game genres to play. And then your bonus points are if you can tell me the games that I like in those genres.
What is that called?
I don't know, I just don't have the same type of fiery passion for these games as I do for RPGs.
Can I just say simulation? Is that?
I'll give you a point for that, but it was not on my list. But I'll give you a point for that.
Because the Sims, like that
The
one.
Sims, yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, I play The Sims like how everybody plays The Sims, which is like you play it really, really hard for like 1 or 2 weeks and you don't touch it for a whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also
no
Animal Crossing.
What is okay? So it's not Prey, but what is the? Help me out here. What is the name of the genre that is like Prey?
What Prey? Like the
id
game?
Yeah, like with the chairs moving. There's immersive Sims, right?
Mm.
And the Forgotten City.
Oh, see, I do like that, but they're not it's not it.
First person shooters. What are you?
No.
I
feel like you guys just aren't gonna get this, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So the three I have, I do really enjoy racing games, but I don't like realistic ones. I like more ones like Blur or like CTR, crashing like kart racers.
Okay.
I really love snowboarding games. I'm like really disgustingly good at them.
Heck, you have talked a lot about
especially
SSX.
If they have racing.
Yeah.
And I like music, like rhythm games, like Rock Band or Rock Band Blitz, Guitar Hero.
My favorite rhythm game is still Donkey Konga. You get to play the bongos.
But I'll give you guys points for the Sims.
Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer is one. I can't play that game. I've tried. I suck at it. Like, as much as I was like wanting to be a music major, I suck at music games so bad.
I don't think that they're related because I am not good. I'm not a musician. I'm not good at any of that kind of stuff. Just like rhythm games.
Well, I didn't like a lot of people would tap their foot to the beat, and I was terrible at that when I was in music. I was more of like the feel of the song and the hearing and that kind of stuff. You
might like Rez or Child of Eden.
Maybe. I never played either of them, but okay.
They're rhythm. It's like I don't even know how to describe them. They're rail shooters, but like it's to music,
Oh,
and
yeah,
to
yeah.
be really good at them, you really need to be familiar with the song and you like feel the beat of the music. It's great. Love both of those games. Anyway, all right, we'll move to the next one.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that I do when I start a brand new game?
Look at the achievements.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the first things I do. I'll give you a point for that.
I guess that wasn't the answer you expected.
It wasn't, but it is also one of the first
Pet
things.
the
It is one
dog.
of the first things. What? Pet the dog?
Pet
The dog.
I would say you go really hard on your character customization. I've heard that a couple times from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not one of the first things I do. I'm talking about like any game. Not it doesn't even need to be like an RPG. Any game. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I may have brought it up today in the group chat about why I may not be able to be very helpful for your next topic idea.
I'm gonna go look at this because I'm gonna look at the group chat because. Oh, okay. You turned down the music. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's just go ahead and say let's just table that discussion.
yeah, we'll table that. But to answer the question, I literally the first thing I do in every game, I open up the settings and I turn the music down to like 10%, maybe. That's like being kind, and I turn on the closed captions.
So okay. Yeah. Okay. I get that, right? Because when I play on PC, that's when I do that. If I'm playing on a console, I don't do that.
Oh, I do it with everything because the types of games I play, I feel like it's because I know I'm gonna sink a lot of time into the game, and I'm gonna get burned out on that background music within the first hour. And by like hour 400, do I want to hear that? No, I don't. So I just turn it all off right off the bat.
And I have to say, like, I feel like I'm the opposite sometimes because, like, literally what saved gaming for me during that divorce period was that title song to Octopath Traveler. Like, that song is what, like, I have hope again. I can be a person. So, okay, cool.
All right. What video game or games would I like to see most updated and remade?
I want to say the Dragon Age, the older Dragon Age games.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
No.
I was jokingly gonna say Mass Effect Andromeda.
It's not that bad.
No,
it doesn't need to be remade either. I enjoyed it.
She likes it, yeah. Remade and updated. I know I've said that about Dragon Age, so I could actually play it.
I mean, I would like to see it, but it is not. It's not the ones I want to see the most.
Fallout New Vegas.
I mean, I would love. I don't even need New Vegas, but Fallout. I have Fallout the OGs on the list. So I'll give you a point for that.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Dragon Age was my shot.
The big one, the one I've got like bold and underlined is Morrowind.
Oh yeah, you said that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they put Skyrim mechanics into Morrowind and had that same deep spell system and everything, I think they could have done better. The quality of life that Skyrim brought that made it much more accessible. Yeah.
They could give me Morrowind for 10 years if it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna pivot a little bit out of video games. A little bit.
Oh, I was all over the place when I did mine.
What am I ordering from a coffee shop?
I know this has been said.
It was funny because I was thinking of doing like a do I prefer coffee, tea, soda type question. But I was like, Um,
I'm gonna say tea. I don't know why. That's what's coming to me.
something
Ace?
with espresso in it.
Yeah, now take your guys' answers and marry them together.
There's an espresso for tea? Is that a thing?
I like.
A chai tea latte.
You're
Ah.
pretty. I'm gonna give you guys point. I'm gonna give you guys a shared point. It's called a dirty chai, and it's chai tea with espresso in it.
Okay.
And the more shots you put in it, like it gets sluttier.
All right.
Okay.
So
I didn't expect to hear the word "it gets sluttier" while I was drinking my pop.
well, yeah, if you have like 3 shots in there, like that's a pretty loose chai. I'm just saying. Okay, next one. I have 5 top 5 answers are on the board. I'll give you a point for any that you can get. My favorite horror movies.
Midsummer.
No.
I want to say
You said it was a 10 out of 10. How
Doesn't mean it's my favorite.
The Thing.
Yeah, I was
The
saying
Thing.
the
Yes,
Thing,
I'll give you that.
Definitely because of what I recently watched it, and you were so into my thoughts on it.
Alien.
Yes.
Yes, definitely Alien because of your daughter. Yes.
Yep.
I feel like it's not going to be something like Amityville Horror or one of those more classic like stuff like that.
There is a classic on there.
Okay.
I would say actually, there's kind of 2. One of them's 80s.
Harry.
No, but
No.
good for her.
So 80s is immediately making me think Friday the 13th.
No.
Okay.
Halloween.
No.
Gosh. Is it the Pinhead ones?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No and no.
Oh
And definitely not Hellraisers. No, those are a little too dark for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think of 80s horror. Because I don't watch.
There is an A24 on there, and it's just not Midsummer.
Hereditary.
It's not Hereditary. But it might be something about living deliciously.
The Vivitch.
Yeah.
The Bitch. Yeah.
With Onion Taylor-Joy.
With Onion Taylor-Joy. Yeah. All right. Do you guys want to give up, or are you gonna keep going on the last 2?
You know what? I'm proud of us getting Alien and
I think so.
The Thing.
The other 2 I have on here were Evil Dead 2 and The Shining.
All right.
I was gonna otherwise guess The Shining. The Shining is very good.
The Shining will always be a blind spot for me. I cannot take that movie seriously. I just cannot.
It's so good, and then the documentary about it is so good too. Okay, all right.
It's just when you have this climactic music that's making me all tense, and then it just cuts and nothing, in the blank black screen that says white letters Tuesday. I was like, "Fuck this movie, I'm out." Like, no, you don't try to scare me with Tuesday. All right, go ahead.
All right. I'm back in video games.
Yeah.
And, all right. what is? I have. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 games on here.
Mm-hmm.
If you can name, I'll give you a point for any of the ones you can name.
Okay.
And they are not Guitar Hero Rock Band games, but games I will not turn the music down or off on.
Okay.
So fast. I don't know.
No, that's gone. Just all ambient sci-fi noises.
Yeah, no. Aside from the big action scenes, yeah, no, there's not a lot. Is it Katamari?
No.
You
Ripley would love for me
Really?
to keep the music on.
Yeah.
No, it's annoying. That shit is annoying. No, I don't like
Don't like the
repetitive.
cheery Japanese songs.
No. So I'll give you a hint. All of them have like
Cheery sounding Japanese.
like real radio famous song music soundtracks.
Okay, Fallout.
Yeah, there you go.
Fallout 3, Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's
Fallout
one.
New Vegas.
And yeah, so there you go. There's the Fallouts. There's 2 others,
Okay.
and they are the other hints I'll give you is that they're older games, like older generation games.
Mm.
See, because you were going to say radio popular, and
ambience.
I was going to say Mafia too, because I enjoyed hearing the old timey music in Mafia 2. But
I've never played Mafia 2, but I imagine it's like the LA Noir music, which it does slap.
Oh,
okay.
Is it some of the older Saints Rows? Because of the radio.
You know, I don't have this on my list, but
because you have
Saints Row 2 does have a banging soundtrack.
Because you have specifically talked about how
it's why I don't like the new Saints Row.
Yeah.
Because it sucks. I'll just tell you guys so we can keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And Twisted Metal.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's just good licensed songs. Yeah.
Yeah. And every time I hear anything from those games, I'm like, oh, the good old days. I had no responsibilities. The 90s. Oh. All right. This is my funny one.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 answers here. Video game daddies.
Okay.
And I'm talking like Pedro Pascal daddies.
Oh my god. Why do people... He's such a weird one to have like a daddy thing for. Like, why? I don't get that. Like... It feels like a meme at this point. Like...
Alright, so basically it's just three dudes I think are really hot in video games.
This feels retroactive to the. No, it can't. No, because you specifically don't like Henry Cavill. So I was gonna say The Witcher, but
The Witcher is one of them.
Oh, okay.
Geralt.
Yes. Yeah, because we're talking about video games.
Yeah,
but we're not talking about the show.
Hold on, but everyone.
I was gonna say Renegade Shepherd, but.
No, I don't think that male shepherd is very attractive.
Male shepherd is very generic that time video game era protagonist. Like,
well, I wasn't even just thinking that. I was just like, but you can be guy or girl, so that's irrelevant. That's a moot point, essentially.
I think.
Yeah, but like the whole military kind of like the way that Commander Shepard carries themselves, it's not really that's not my cup of tea.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Would Garrus perhaps be another one?
No.
No,
but I do have someone from a different BioWare game.
So it's not Garrus. No, it's the Dragon Age guy. Oh shit. What's his name?
I haven't played them, so
I was thinking about this.
I'm out on that one.
It's not Hawk. Can't be Hawk. Oh, it's the wizard guy.
Anders?
Yes.
I will give you a point for Anders because you've only played Dragon Age 2.
I've only completed Dragon Age 2. I've dabbled
But like
in one.
my favorite from Dragon Age is gonna be Cullen,
Okay.
who's really similar to Anders, but he's not a terrorist. But I'll give you the point for Anders.
Okay.
And then the other one I have is from Skyrim, and it's Brynjolf,
Okay.
the leader of the Thieves Guild,
I would.
who you should absolutely be able to romance, and you're not able to unless you have mod.
I wouldn't have got that one in a million years. The Skyrim one.
No.
Yeah.
All right. This one's it's open ended.
Okay.
Give you points if you can convince me, I guess, that you know the answer. Why do I hate Yennefer of Vennerberg?
Because she's a bitch.
Yeah, but let's keep going with that. It's not actually why I hate her. I don't care if a character's a bitch.
Okay. She is entirely selfish and
okay. Yes.
and self-driven and uses Geralt constantly, and Geralt falls for it constantly.
Because he's fake in love with her.
Right.
From magic. She takes advantage of that and then calls it fate. Yeah.
Yes. And
it's really a real question of consent is all I'm saying.
Got ya. I remember this coming up specifically when I had just finished the Sword of Truth series soon after.
But now you know.
Soon after that you came on the show, you and I talked about it. Because I was like, Yennefer is not fun. Like, there's the story about her pitting the wizard of that town against him in this like
village forts.
Yeah.
He beats his ass.
Yeah, in this like freaking like standoff to fight for Yennefer, and then like she just sort of like fucks off and goes somewhere else the whole time anyways, and it's just like, I don't want to have to kill you, but I will. I don't want to have to kill you either, but I will. Like, what are you doing, Geralt? Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. I have on here a couple games on here, but I do have them ranked. What games have I put the most hours in? And I'll give the bonus point for if you know number one.
Okay, I'm gonna go just a default on Sims there. I feel like
nope.
It's just, but you play.
I've put a lot of hours in The Sims, but no.
Fallout.
Fallout is one of them. Can you tell me which one has the most hours?
That's
Vegas.
New Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, I gave it. New Vegas, obviously.
Dude, I've been getting constant, and I mean constant shit from my friend Jared about how I need to play New Vegas now because of last week. And I was like, like literally for 3 days, every day he's messaging me like, why didn't you do this? You could just mod it. Like I was just like, where is this coming from? He's like, well, on the podcast. I was like, yeah, I know, but like I've talked about the fact that I haven't played it on the podcast before, and you've listened before. Why is it important now when I'm trying to finish Zelda before Diablo? Like, what is the urgency for this game?
Because it's amazing. So New Vegas is number 3 in my hours.
Okay. So Morrowind
is number 1, so you get the bonus.
Okay. Yeah, because you are. Yeah, I very much, and you've talked about it several times already in these questions, but Morrowind is like your Elder Scrolls top. So then I'm going to have to say Mass Effect, but maybe 2.
No.
Okay.
No. I have to say my list is pretty unremarkable here in that it's not a lot of game series.
Oh, okay. Number 2
is going to be another Elder Scrolls game.
Oh, okay. All right. So Oblivion.
Yeah. There you go. All right, and then number 4 would be Fallout 3. Number 5 is Skyrim.
Does Katamari not hit that list
Ooh.
because of Ripley?
Not sure.
Like those, it's like I put like hours into those games, but no, I've put like a gross, disgusting amount of hours into Fallout and Elder Scrolls.
I've put,
I remember Oblivion being the only game I played for probably like a solid year. That's it. That's all I played.
I mean, that's the way I didn't. Gosh, there was a point where I played so much Diablo 3, and then the only thing that I was playing when I wasn't playing Diablo 3 was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and I would say probably 4 Ultimate's my least played Monster Hunter. So, like, that was... I get where you're at with that, but that was also because I was a weird point in my life where I was just very secluded and very dealing with kid at the time. So
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you guys know I like to play RPGs. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 answers on here, all from different games. Who are my favorite video game companions?
Garrus.
Yeah, obviously.
What's his name? Valder, the dwarf?
I'm going to give it to you because it is the dwarf in Dragon Age, but it's Varric.
Varric. There you go, Varric.
I'm going to give it to you. I don't know if you guys are going to get the Fallout one.
Is it dog meat?
No. No. No, I'm too upset about it. I leave dog meat at my house. I don't want to hear him whimpering and stuff when he gets hit. I'm too sensitive.
Understandable.
Because I understand he's Fallout's best boy, but I get you.
He is the goodest boy, which is why he gets to stay at the nicest house in the apocalypse.
So your
post-apocalypse
buddy in Fallout, is it the robot that you can fix in New Vegas?
He's not your... Well, I mean, I guess EDE, but no. There's a New Vegas one on here, and there's a Fallout 3 on here, but I'm not sure that we've talked about him.
I don't think we talked
much Fallout side.
We haven't talked a lot about Fallout 3 because every time we talk about it, it ends up going to Deathclaws because that's the one I have the most experience with.
So I have my other answers on here are you get there's a ghoul who is a slave in Fallout 3, and you can buy his contract and choose to free him. And his name is Charon.
Okay.
And
so he's Dobby.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Okay.
And then the other one I like is a foul-mouthed, what I would like to think would actually be me in a video game, is Cassidy Rose in New Vegas. You may have encountered her because you haven't made it to Vegas, but she is drunk in all the way down at the southern Mojave outpost. And to get her to join you have to have really, really high speechcraft because she just wants to drink whiskey at the bar and be left alone.
I probably don't. I don't remember that, so I maybe not have an answer.
But yeah, so that's my other one.
Because if you remember, I have to start over because I accidentally went to the DLC and was unprepared.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that can be a problem. Especially if you went to the wrong one. Some of them are dead money's really hard.
It was a lot of robots. I remember that.
You went to Big Mountain.
Yes.
You went to Old World Blues.
Yeah.
All right. That's also intended for mid-end game.
Yeah.
Okay, what video game world would I most like to live in?
It can't be Fallout.
No
way.
No, I want to, real talk, when the apocalypse starts, just let me die. I don't want to be here when the means of production stop.
Yeah, no, I don't know anyone that wants to live in Fallout. It's a cool universe, but like you don't want to live there, right?
No.
I'm gonna go with Mass Effect.
Would be nice, but no, because the Reapers are
Dragon Age.
coming and they destroy everything on Earth.
Sure. I like you could say that about Dragon Age as well. Like,
Yeah, the Dark Spawn and the Blight and vaccines are not a thing yet.
but when isn't a giant like entity of some sort going to destroy everybody in any video game? Like,
I don't know, maybe one where there's like these cute little monsters that you can
Pokemon?
raise.
Come on.
You want to live in Pokemon?
I think if I had to pick a video game world, yeah, it seems the most benign and like I think most like it'd be so cool.
I'm
Little
not.
cute little animals that like everybody in the world just accepts that you're just taking them everywhere with you. I would love to take my pet with me everywhere I go.
You know, as someone who has to board his dog here in July on this forced family vacation that I don't want to go to, yeah, I get that. But I was going to say, you and my daughter have that in common. She constantly says how she wants to live in Pokemon World.
Well, you know, it just seems like a really nice place to live. It's really bright and pleasant. And it's safe enough world that children can just wander unaccompanied.
For the most part, yes. Until they
Encounter Team Rocket or,
or
you know, all the other iterations of that.
or hold hands with a Durfloom and get carried off and killed.
That's true, but it sounds like it's a lot safer than being a child in America. So,
Or see what's under Mimikyu and die of fright.
Mm-hmm.
they had a giant plush Mimikyu at Target. Ripley really wanted it. And I'm like, girl, you gotta put everything back in this cart if that's what you want.
Mm.
All right. I have 3 answers here.
Mm-hmm.
And they are video game characters that I really, really hate. And not Yennefer, since we already talked about that.
Handsome Jack.
Nah, I don't hate. I mean, he's bad, but I don't hate him.
I feel like
Anyone that shoots dog meat.
I mean, they're gonna die. They're not gonna
I get
survive. So
Did I get you that one for it? Or
no.
I'm just thinking because I feel like there isn't gonna. It's not like. Oh wait, is Bayonetta one of them?
No.
I remember you not liking Bayonetta, but maybe not.
I don't like it, but no. I mean, like I hate him.
Actively.
If I can make choices to work against them, I will. If I can let them die, I will.
Yeah, so like
the Riddler in Arkham City.
No.
What I was trying to think of is like I'm pretty sure these are in games that you like for the most part.
Yes.
Because you don't tend to like I don't know, play a game where you don't like the character to begin with.
Right. So you're on the right track. They are characters in games I like, and I don't like the characters.
I don't think I will be able to get this.
The problem is you've talked about them because I don't think I'll be able to get this. They're characters that I normally either A, don't interact with, or I haven't played enough of the game. So.
I don't know about that. So you got a Mass Effect character, you have a Skyrim character, and you have a Telltale The Walking Dead character.
I've never played The Walking Dead stuff, so I'm entirely out for that. The only Telltale game I have played is the Batman one.
Was that Ace?
Lily?
Yeah. I hate her. I hate her so much. I was so mad to see her again. Okay. You got one.
So the Mass Effect one is probably the only one that I can reasonably get.
Mm-hmm. And in the Skyrim...
Man or whatever he's called?
Nope. Nope. It's gonna be a companion.
Maggot Girl in
Oh.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega Barbie,
girl?
Ashley. Ashley.
Yeah.
The racist space marine you have with
Yeah,
you.
because she hates any
Oh,
alien.
boy.
No, there's this whole thing about the humans being very distrustful of any alien in the first Mass Effect, and Shepard being like, "Come on, guys, just have a heart."
Like the whole ship's filled with aliens, and she's being like real right wing. Like,
yeah. And there's literally only two like romance choices in the first one, and it's her and an alien, so it gets real bad.
yeah. The last one is Ulfric Stormcloak in Skyrim. I hate him. I hate that
Oh,
bastard.
really?
It makes me not want. Yeah, but like I hate the Legion. Like I hate the Legion more. So it's like I hate I hate government. So
He's such a
I have to
weird
pick
one.
the lesser of the two evils. But yeah, he's such a douchebag, and I hate listening to him talk. And I'm like, just let me Fusro die you the fuck up. Like, let's be done with this.
So you're talking about the Jarl of the middle, like the first town.
I'm talking about like the leader of the Stormcloaks, Ulfric Stormcloak.
Okay. Yeah.
He is an asshole, and I don't like him.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
But
the first Jarl. That's.
I mean, I don't care for him either.
Okay.
But like Ulfric.
It's been a long time
like
since I played Skyrim, so.
It's the last thing I do anytime I play Skyrim, if I even do it, the Civil War, because I feel like I have to pick the lesser of two evils, because I will never do the Legion, because I think it's wrong, and I hate Ulfric Stormcloak. I think he's an asshole. He just happens to be on the right side of like the fight.
Got you.
It's about like their whole like religious imposition, and I disagree with it. But anyway, Okay. So the next question I have is what I was thinking about this was games that definitely seem like they would be right up my alley, but I bet you can't believe I haven't played them. And I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 game series here.
That
Grand Theft Auto?
I've played Grand Theft Auto.
So games that would be up your alley, but you still haven't played it. Okay.
Yeah, you would think that I would like them, but I've not played them.
You are so on brand with these specific BioWare games in my brain that it's like hard to put you in other ones. But okay, so you've played L.A. Noire. Because that's another game with decision trees.
And murder.
Yeah. And a murder most foul. Gosh, you know what? I loved for a long time. I loved playing that game, but the more and more the Detective Cole became an asshole in general, the less and less I liked the game.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't have a happy ending though, so it's alright.
Yeah. Boy, I'm drawing blanks on this one because we hear so much about the games that you like, but like there haven't been a lot of games that I felt like, really? You haven't played that yet? Now, you know who would get these? Pan. Pan is really good at pegging people with, you would like this game. You would like this game. But
My brain is pushing me to say Halo or Gears of War.
I've played both of those games. I've played a lot of Halo.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
I
Halo.
am striking out then.
All right.
Yeah.
I've got on here Assassin's Creed games.
Okay.
BioShock games.
All right.
Dishonored series.
Uh-huh.
And the Thief series.
Okay. I think the Thief is a little more niche than most people know, but I did talk about the Thief stuff with you. Yeah. Because I talked to you about the Civvy stuff for Thief. Did you look into that? Not that you ever
I
have
have not.
time, but
No, I haven't.
it's a good series. It's a good like without having to play the thief stuff. He just literally just walks through and tells you the story and complains about it the whole time, and I love it. Like, he's such a good YouTuber. And he has this. I love he does a sewer count. He hates sewers in games, so he has a sewer count that gets worse and worse. Like, he's up in the 200s of the amount of sewers he's played in games. That's hilarious. I don't even remember when he started the sewer count, but it was. But I followed him for the boomer shooter stuff, which is more along my lines. But he did do the Thief series. It's a giant one on Thief. Okay, cool.
All right. So my last 3 questions I have are. I have the like umbrella answer for the points, and then the bonus point is if you can give the specific answer within it. So the first one I have is, and they're all desert island choices. So like this, you only get one for the rest of your life of these things.
Yeah.
So the first one I have, first question is my desert island artist, and then the bonus point would be the desert island album.
I am not gonna get this one.
Why not?
Yeah. Cool. See, as much as I was into music for a long time, I am so out of touch with other people's music interests. Like, this is not good.
It is
Yeah,
the desert island artist is going to be Coheed and Cambria.
Never even heard of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like they're pretty famous. I think they've even been on like MTV and stuff.
I mean,
you've probably heard, thinking of like their famous songs. You've probably heard like Favorite House Atlantic and The Suffering. Trying to think of a song that's on the radio.
What's that called?
But Coheed and Cambria. You might enjoy them. They're like alternative rock. Every album tells a story, like a cohesive story, when you listen to the album from start to finish. And then the album series are all like a cohesive like story. It's very heavy in the lore. And they have comic books that go along with their stuff called the Amory Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is something I have to admit, and I've always been very out of touch with like bands as far as music goes. When I was going into music theory, it was like classical stuff and not like pop music and pop bands and stuff. Like, I'm not saying pop is in the genre of pop. I mean like anything modern. Like, I was very bad at it, and I still am very bad at it. So, no, literally, I don't think I've heard any of these songs. I don't recognize any. I Googled them, and I'm looking at them, never heard of them. So this is...
I think if you like the Killers, there's a good chance you'll like some of Coheed's stuff, but not all of their stuff.
I will look into it. I will look into it, because...
Well, my specific album on there that I like the most, I don't know, see, it's really hard, but if I had only pick one, my Desert Island album is going to be In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth.
Okay. I do want to preface, me not knowing them is not in any way a dig. That is just... Oh
no, I think when you
have a
listen to it, you have heard it. I feel like you have, because they're really popular.
Okay. But I am also extremely bad at recognizing music. Like, very bad.
All right. My next Desert Island question is my Desert Island book series, and then within it, which book? If I only could pick one out of that series.
I want to say the Song of Fire and Ice.
Yes, it is. It is, yeah.
And it's not, I'm not familiar with any of the book names.
Pick a color of the cover if you are familiar with any of that.
Red.
No, that's the worst one.
I remember red and blue, but I remember that from the intro of the show. So blue.
Blue's the first one.
Okay.
Gold is the second one.
Okay.
Green is the third one. Red is the fourth, and then the like white silverish one is the fifth.
Okay.
And then we just don't get anything else after that.
Right, because he's writing
Because Elden Ring and
Elden
bullshit.
Ring and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Green?
Yes, green.
That's my favorite color.
That's Storm of Swords, which also happens to be the one that hurts the most because it has the red wedding in it. And
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes the ones that hurt the most are the best. Like, I mean,
it's really good, but
yeah.
it hurts. All right, my last one. This is probably easy at this point.
Okay.
My Desert Island game series, and then the Desert Island game within that series.
Fallout Vegas?
I feel like, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Fallout Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ace, you get 2 points for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
missed a bunch of other ones.
You did, but I'm gonna add them up now.
oh, you actually kept track. That's fun. Okay. I feel like I did pretty well though. I was proud of when I got things. But the music stuff,
You got a lot of points.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everyone listening. I suck at music. It's not a thing that I have ever been good at.
We forgot one of your kids' names, so I feel like you can get a pass on what music we listen to.
I mean, I don't talk about them all the time, or especially their names. Like I don't say their. I end up talking about Emery more than I do with Cece because Cece.
That's probably why we remembered that one.
Yeah, because Cece is so
Yeah.
mild mannered most of the time. But Emery, she's the one that called my grandma a vampire in her funeral. Like, I mean,
So our final score, we have Ace at 13 and Fortuan at 20.
nice.
Seems about right.
Yeah, you guys were probably you guys worked together on a lot of my stuff, so I was just like, there's no point in keeping track now because like you guys are feeding off of each other on it, and it's fine. So I think you guys would have probably been around the 20 range when we were done. About half. Yeah. Cool. This was fun. I don't know if this is like something the listeners are going to enjoy as well or not, but because it's about us particular and not like game stuff. But yeah, I think it was fun. I don't know what.
It was fun. Kind of felt like a quiz of things we've talked about.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we do tend to have like themes and games that we talk about constantly. Like that does come up. I mean, like it makes sense because like everyone has like their favorite stuff that they like to talk about and attach to. But like I've been talking about Diablo constantly for the past 6 months. I feel like because of Diablo 4. And yeah, by the time we record next week, I will have already been playing it. So, yeah. Who are we having? Is it Ace?
Right.
Ace, is it you for this next one? Or is it Sasha? I forget if you're after me or Sasha is. I don't know.
If it is, I have no idea.
I don't know. I think it's my turn.
Okay.
I think.
We can
I
do
don't know. Wait, let's see. It was
because we skipped.
Make Your Show an
Yeah.
HBO series. That was the last one I did.
I can literally look on.
And then
Orderly
you did
describe video games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's my turn.
I'm looking. All right, so we just did Sasha, we just did your HBO topic.
Okay, so it's Ace's turn.
So it's Ace's turn. Because the one that we did last week was Room for Improvement, which was the idea that we came up in lieu of Ace not being able to make it. That was my backup idea. So it's Ace's turn. It's okay. You got a week, bud.
Yay. Sometimes.
Gotcha.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have an idea that I might just run with.
Yeah. So I'm on the verge of just like not doing the idea that I wanted to do next time because I feel like it's not going to go super well after today's conversation about turning down background music and stuff. And,
I'm sorry. I got weird sensory issues.
But also, I feel like it's a lot of prep time that I think that you guys may not be able to do as well. Because like if we go like a full, like let's say we do 3 games, right? And so that's 6 games times 2. Everyone's listening to 12 songs before we record that episode. And I'm not sure that anyone wants to do that. Like listen to 12 songs from games that you're not necessarily interested in. Because just from you talking about how you don't like repetitive stuff, Sasha, I do sometimes, depending on the mood. And one of the games that I was going to do, like I really just got into them recently, which funny story, I bought their CD on Bandcamp. But I don't know, have you ever seen this where they have like an old Bandcamp page or something like that? Have you ever seen that happen? They purposely set the price for the CD to be $1,000, and they said, "Please go to this different page. This is overpriced on purpose." And then you go to the other page, and it's a normal price. It was like $10, and I was like, "Why? Why would you do this?" But like that whole playlist, I still haven't got through re-listening to all of it. I love that game, by the way. It was from because the game isn't really a mystery. It's just like, can we sell you the game based on the music was the concept. And I only wanted to pick like 2 songs because I didn't want to just bombard you with a playlist of a bunch of music and stuff. And I was trying to also say like, okay, there's a lot of a lot of homework on all of us for it because we got to find a game that the other 2 haven't played, that may be interested in playing, and that also the music would sell that game. That's a lot to figure out and then also discuss without and it's also kind of weird because we're talking about music that we can't really have the listeners connect to as well. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and scrap that idea and think of something else. Now what I will do is I will probably be a little more open about video game music that I'm listening to lately to the audience. And if you 2 are interested, you can just look at the Discord. So, and that's fine. I'm sure that you guys probably won't be because you're not interested in some of the same games or music and that kind of stuff. It's not a problem. But the one in particular that I really got into recently was Project Warlock, which is one of the boomer shooters that I like. And I was like, you know what? Let me listen to this real quick. Like, because I kind of forgot the soundtrack for that game, and I am super into it. Like, the girls and I have been listening to it all day. Like, when we were driving. Like, there's 70 songs in that playlist, and we did not get through all of them. And every single song, because, like, we have this system of, do we add it to Daddy's playlist of random songs that we put in. It's like, it's all sorts of things. It's Killers, Bare Naked Ladies, all the contemporary stuff I listen to, and then also video game music. So I was like, at the end of every song, they're like thumbs up or thumbs down, and every song for them was thumbs up. But I was like, dang, some of these songs are repetitive. But I do this thing that I love in music is they build. So they layer on more instruments and more sounds and stuff, and layer, and it builds and builds and builds, and then here's your song. But like every layer, you still have the old thing that's playing the same rhythm or beat or melody over and over again. So you guys probably won't like that, especially you, Sasha, because it is meant to be repetitive. Because it is the soundtrack of when you're playing a level. But I really like it. So, anyways, we'll figure something else out. So next week we have Ace. After that, Sasha, and then I have more time to figure out what I want to do. So forget the music idea because I think it's not going to go well at this point. So I'll share some stuff. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. Anything you guys wanted to talk about before we head off tonight? Ace is looking kind of
I'm
tired.
good.
I covered the PlayStation thing before, so
You and I need to talk some Breath of the Wild, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, soonish. Like that has to happen. But I did get all of the light roots, all of them, and there's a reward for doing
you're
that.
insane.
I thought I had got them, but then today or yesterday I got the actual last one because it gave me an award for doing it, which wasn't a poop.
Okay.
Because Breath of the Wild, you get all the Korok seeds, you get a golden poop. It wasn't a poop. It's useless, but it wasn't a poop. So, alrighty. Well, we'll see what happens next time, and talk to you fellas and gals later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, and just for my own reference, be sure to join the Discord and @HunterSubPod on Twitter. Thanks. Later.